You may have been used to fiery statements like this from your Justice Minister.
At least you are lucky you belong to G7, I don't. So maybe you will have a you will have a smoother ride.
Well, rest assured you're not likely to hear them again. Giving much credence to what was already publicly feared, new Justice Minister Eugene Wamalwa says he intends to very much mind his own business when it comes to the fate of the Ocampo 4. Wamalwa says that his ministry is not charged with handling matters relating to the International Criminal Court.
There has been a misapprehension about my appointment to this ministry. And there are those who think that the Ministry of Justice is really the ministry in charge of the ICC, which is a misconception.
In fact, some may be forgiven for thinking he's doing much more than minding his own business, but more so minding that of the hand that fed him his new plum job. You see, Wamalwa is a G7 alliance loyalist. He is part of an alliance that has been keen in defending the Ocampo 4 as their people facing an unfair trial in a Western court that has it in for African leaders. But the Saboti MP says Mutula Kilonzo was overstepping his mandate when making utterances on ICC matters. Wamalwa says the International Crimes Act is clear on how to deal with requests by the ICC and that the minister responsible is the Internal Security Minister, George Saitoti. While analysts agree that his new position is more about political expediency than championing justice or national cohesion or upholding the Constitution, like it or not, he is the man with the title. The question is, does Wamalwa see the conflict of interest between his role as Justice Minister and his political affiliations?
The Ministry for Justice should not be looked at as the Ministry for the ICC, because it is not.
Perhaps not. Kenyans are likely to have serious trust issues with the Justice and Constitution Affairs Minister, who insists that he will continue attending rallies organized by ICC accused. Can we trust Wamalwa to uphold Chapter 6 of the Constitution that demands Kenya's leaders are those with integrity, given that his closest allies are facing trial for crimes against humanity? Can we trust him to push for tough legislation that will be used to operationalize this chapter of the Constitution rigorously? Now that some of his closest allies are accused of being responsible for Kenya's worst violence, can Wamalwa be trusted to push for a local complementary mechanism to bring justice for the victims of post-election violence? And given his powers, can he be trusted to ensure justice is not tampered with in regards to other local proceedings facing some of the Ocampo 4 here at home? Meanwhile, Germany says it hopes the cabinet reshuffle will not interfere with the reforms process.
When I look at the campaign mood the country is in, I have the feeling that this distracts the attention from the real tasks that are ahead. And for me, the real job to do is to implement the Constitution, to put in place a devolved system, and to put the counties in the position to function in this devolved system.
For KTN Prime in Nairobi, I'm Kiguta.